Alright, everybody, welcome back. Nimiger here, and today, if you can tell by the 395 soul stones here, as I take a screenshot of it for the amazing thumbnail that'll exist for this video, I'm gonna pull a lot of souls today, and the funny thing is, if we look at the, I guess the deck event may be gone already, because I completed it already. I've already pulled a lot of souls. I'm gonna pull more. I didn't get any amazing soul upgrades. If I'm looking through my roster real quick, I don't think I got any. I'm specifically looking for souls for these three champions. I have a Bayek, who I think has like a 2-star or a 1-star. I really want at least 5 for the accuracy. I've got a Hecaton, who I really want for this 9-piece Mercurial build that I've seen that seems insanely good. But I think he really, again, needs the 5-star for the accuracy. I really want the 6 for speed, but if I can get the 5, then at least I can buy it. And then recently I did pull Mr. Gaspard right here, I think is how you say it, and he seems pretty good. I'm not sure if he's doing much against Mercurial, but he is a new champ, and I know he was touted as a pretty good champ to get. So I would like any of those. Rare team again for Siege. I'll probably most likely, if I'm getting a 6-star soul, pull one of these guys. So I wouldn't be too mad at that. Epics I don't really care about. I guess I really don't care about like a Duck the Pierce to soul. So I'm trying to think. Who do I not have a 6-star soul on that might be useful? And if I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking some of the new Argonites might be. I'm not sure which one's supposed to be good or not. This one's Void. Go check the good old Epic roster real quick and see if there's any of that I'm looking for. I got a lot of random 6-star epics, so Ostrock's pretty good. Wouldn't be looking for that. We're hosting a Epics only tournament for Live Arena soon in my guild, so I might want like a Genbo soul, but again, I don't really care about that. Dythy, I have a 5-star. I have another copy of a Dythy though, so I would like more souls on him. Skrank is pretty good, but I've finished the Ogryn Faction Wars, so outside of that, I'm not sure if I'd ever use him, to be fair. I guess Deacon's a decent shout. Looking at him just for the aura buff that I could get on like an epic siege battle. I'm looking at the rest. I don't really see any that are screaming my name, so I'm gonna, I think, go with the Deacon there, and then once we get him on the wish list over the Duck, then we can move on to the pulls, which I'm hoping to have better luck with my souls this time around. I think I'm probably going to pull quick, otherwise this video will be extremely long, so just do some temp pop, see what we can get. I'm also looking for some random mythical souls if I can get. I'd like anything on Joan. I would like a Crixia upgrade, and I would also like a Carnage soul, but that's going to come from Curse City. My most wanted is probably a Lazarius upgrade. If I could get that 6-star, I would have him around like 480 speed once I get some more glyphs on there, which would be pretty cool. So I guess we're just going to start ripping, and we'll see what I get. I know it's like an extremely low chance that I get anything of value, so guess we'll go through there. Already got one wish list hero, so that's pretty cool. A Mythic, and it's a 2-star cock, who I already have above 2 stars, so that's not a great start. We'll rip him again a little faster. Legendary. Stultus, actually pretty interesting. I do run him in my I run him in my dragon team, so I don't really need it for that, but I guess if I ever use him for any reason, which I can't really think of one, might be interesting, but keep going. Nothing interesting there. More wish lists, but not hits on the big souls. Arbaeus, again, 1 star, don't care about. Got a Deacon to match the Deacon soul I already have. A whole lot of nothing there. Another legendary. Whole lot of nothing there. And that's kind of what you get from the small soul stones. I really would never recommend purchasing them or really hoping for anything from them because they're just not very good. Sir Nick, honestly, that might be an upgrade, another wishlist dud. But the blue soul or the small souls, they really never do anything. You can't expect much out of them, and if I do pull like a 6-star Hecaton, I will completely change my mind. But you know, at the moment, I've pulled thousands of these in a session before. There are times where I've gotten 0 upgrades from any of the Soulstone pulls, and we're talking like, pulling 500 and having nothing that I can add other than, I guess, the epics that you saw. So I guess we'll get rid of some of these rares. I think I saw a 4-star Reliquary Tender, so I'll sell all these. Realistically, I probably don't care about the 1, 2, or 3-star epics as well. So sell those, and we'll keep pulling. I'm probably gonna have to do a few sells in this lot going on here. Another legendary, another whole lot of nothing. Ursula, pretty good. I think I've got a 5-star. Again, a lot of wishlist pulls, but they literally do nothing from like 1 to 4 stars, so even though you hit, you just never hit on these. They're even at 50 cents a pop, they're just not worth it, in my opinion, for anything. Renegade, honestly, is cool, but I would never use her for probably PvP. I have her in a few PvE builds before I pulled like my reset champions. Again, more wish lists, but nothing over 4 stars. Reliquary, again, I think that's a lot of wish list pulls, but just nothing that I want. And I guess that doesn't make sense to say, because wish lists are the champions I want, but I want bigger souls. It is a 2x. The Taurox, I've already got a 5. It would be pretty cool if that was a 6 right there. I do use him in my rare siege defense, which has been okayly successful. The siege that's going on right now, I'll probably make a video about it, but my team was avoided, which I guess means it did something interesting. Again, just checking all these 1, 2, and 3s, seeing if I care about any of them. I care about the legendaries. Don't really care about those two. So I'll sell the epics and rares, get rid of those, and we'll pull some more. Another legendary. Wrong assassin, and also not the one I'm looking for in terms of star ratings. I do have him, so it'd be cool to get an okay star on him. Adani, I've already got the 5-star soul. That was 2 wish lists on the Harrier right there, but again, just garbage souls. And you can see Cold Heart's actually Augustine, pretty cool. I don't have a soul for him. I'm currently using him in my Void Siege defense right now, so that'll be a decent upgrade. I don't think I have any 6-star Cold Hearts, so that's also a pretty cool soul, but again, I don't ever use Cold Heart anymore, so I guess if there's like a random Curse City stage, again, 3 pieces of garbage right there. You can't even get excited about the Yellow Lightning, because you just know as you're pulling it, you're just going to get nothing out of those. And we gotta go sell again. The Cold Heart, looks like this is the one with the least amount of stars, so welcome to 6-star right there. That's pretty cool. The Augustine again, like I said, I had no soul, so I'm pretty happy about that, but not 400 souls worth of happy. Basim gets a single star, maybe some lightning cage action there. Taniko, I do plan on using her in Rare Siege. I've seen her used a lot, so I would like a 6-star or 5-star for her. We'll go back here, sell all the epics and legendaries that we're going through. I don't plan on pulling any of the mediums. We're about halfway through pulling, and like I said, I finished the deck, so no real reason to do any of this. I'm just doing this because of the 2x and the content. Haha. Even though the content is me. Oh my gosh. Got the 5-star there. Pretty good one. Again, like our 17th 4-star Reliquary. 5-star Deacon, pretty cool. I'm going to keep him in there because I want the 6. Another legendary. We're not going to get a wish list legendary today because that would just be too crazy to ask for. Again, more garbage. We're getting so many wish lists, but none of the legendaries have been on the wish list. Oh, 3-star Gaspard. That is not what I really want to see. I want the 4-star at least for these champions for the crit damage. I'm not going to complain. I guess Drexthar had no soul for the last, like, 4 years that I've had him, so... the Gaspard soul, again, I plan on those 3 champions on my wish list. I do plan on buying up the souls with the gold coins as soon as I get them, so... That's a 1-star upgrade for him. I'm not too happy just to move up 1 level, because then that's 1 less time I gotta waste looking at the shop for them, but... Again... Really, at this point in the game, if I don't have a 4-star soul at least on, like, damage dealers for the crit, they're not going to be used, and on supports, specifically who needs, like, accuracy or speed, unless I'm getting the 5- and 6-star, again, they just aren't doing much for me. At least for the next deck, I'll have a decent amount of the mediums, which will be nice, and I can clear it pretty easily. Ninja, I've already got 6 stars, so 1 does nothing for me. Really want to see that Hecaton come out, because I know he's the kind of most wanted use case champion for me. 2! So I do have 2 Joan. I can make my other Joan 1-star, which will be nice, because I have the Lightning Cage, which I can put on, which makes her decently stronger, that 50% chance of protecting the buff from being removed. Mezimel, I've already got 6 stars, so nothing for me right there. Well, again, a whole lot of wish lists, which is crazy. I feel like I don't really see that many wish list champions coming out. I'll upgrade my pitiful Joan soul. We'll go with the 1, 2, and 3 rares and epics again for the sell. I'll take a look at the legendary 1 and 2s. Probably don't want any of these. Looking at it, I don't see it, and none of the champions popped up to upgrade, so I've already got those souls. 35 more. Another, 3-star Polara. Honestly, not bad. I do have Polara. She is bad. So the soul pull is okay. The champ itself, don't think is going to be usable, but it's nice to have a soul on a champion that might get buffed in like a year or so. That Diethy soul, I think, is the highest I pulled, so that'll be okay to go on there. Gear Grinder, that's another good soul. I don't think I have the 5-star, so that's a decent upgrade there. Polara I might use at some point. Getting my other Diethy leveled up is nice. Some crit damage on him. Gear Grinder, again, I've already completed the Ogryn Faction Wars, but maybe in a rare Siege at some point. Soul for my other Stultus, who I use in my Dragon team. Probably make a video on that soon, the speed run of Dragon, and I guess all of 4 of the base dungeons that I use. I've got all these champions. Go back to the collection, sell the 1, 2, 3. And we will do our final 5. Hopefully we get something from there. Oh my gosh, nothing, because I have a 5-star on him. Sentinel, again, nothing right there. It's going to be 3 more rares. Mother Superior. Fnatic, last one. Can we get the Hecaton Soul? And we cannot. We get a 3-star Anointed as our final pull. So again, you can see 400 roughly, and I've probably pulled this event maybe 600 small stones, and I did even pull some mediums and larges, and within like 5 mediums and 3 larges that I pulled, I got more upgrades from those than I did the non-large ones. So like the small ones, I guess, is the proper way to say that. I don't know why I forgot how to talk for a moment. But the small stones are just so worthless. Never buy them. Do not recommend it. I would hope that anybody who does, has more luck than that. But those are kind of the expected odds. If you look at it, even with the 2x you're getting a legendary and above less than 10% of the time, and you're getting a 5 and 6-star still less than 4.5% of the time, or I guess exactly 4.5% of the time. So, again, expected results. I guess the best soul that I pulled was maybe the Polara, just to have one. Just nothing too exciting. I've got a few souls sitting here, the champions that I can build. You can see I'm not too fussed about the mythical souls. I've got a lot of mythical souls that are champions I don't have, so when I do pull these, I've got something for them. Legendary souls, I've got most of the legendaries I use at least 5 stars, except for those 3 damage dealers I talked about. And then the epics, usually I like to save these, even for the bad epics, I'll sell them if I need to get a big stone or something in the future. And then the rares, again, I'll keep these just in case they ever become interesting for Rare Siege. And, we're going to end the video on one large stone, because why not? It's going to be an epic. But that's okay. We were all here for it. There we go. A 6-star Morag, she's actually kind of a decent epic. And I will be using that because she's going to carry me in one of the Cursed City stages this month, and you actually need 2 copies of her to make it easy, so not the worst, even though I am dead inside after seeing the purple. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed it. Again, hope you, this will come out after the deck event most likely, but, hope you had better luck than this. Again, nothing unexpected, just more of a don't buy small stones because they aren't worth it kind of PSA, and now you saw it for your own eyes. Thank you again, I've been Nimiger. Appreciate you staying till the end.